Hey, how's it going? It's Nick Reese here with the DailyReese. Today we're going to talk about getting started. Pretty much, it doesn't matter what you're doing. We're just going to be talking about getting started in general for whatever it is you're trying to do. So, a lot of people have, I've been talking with a lot of people lately, and I feel like we get caught up a lot in thinking we need to have everything like absolutely perfect before we get started. So today we're going to cover how to get started. It's not going to take too long, and something is always better than nothing. So for example, we're going to use something that everybody knows. Going to use a car. Say you want to build a car, right? So we have this car, like I look outside, I see a full car. Now, I don't have anything, let's say I have nothing to even start building a car. What should I do? How should I get started? I want to start a business. How do I do it? What should I do to get started? I want to start writing. How do I do it? What should I do to get started? First thing is just start. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Take out a piece of paper. We're going to go back to that car topic. Just draw out your car. If you want to help people, take your Facebook. I know you all have Facebook. Say, hey, I want to help people. Just post it out there. You'll see that by even just putting that out there, you're going to get tons and tons of good responses, and it's kind of going to take over itself. Once you put out that I have and I want to get started, I promise you it's going to work out. So something is better than nothing. One is greater than zero. We have, as I feel like, a world we have where we feel like everything needs to be perfect, in place, just make sure everything goes as planned every single time, all the time, before, like there's this whole prep that we need to prep everything. Everything has to be perfect, like set up before we start. That just isn't the case. You could spend, 10 years prepping, and that time, it could have come and gone, and here you are still prepping. Just start something. Just start it. All you have to do is get out there and do it. Let's take working out. Something I know really well. I know most of the people probably watching this do it. So, and even if you don't, if you want to get started working out, then you definitely need to listen to this part. So, I want to get started working out. I'm sitting here in this chair, never done anything ever before in my life. What am I going to do? All right, well, first thing you need to do is move. Like working out, all that stuff, the basis of it is move. You have this end goal that you want to get to, and you can see that end goal. You know where that end goal is, but how do you just get started? You might even know what the journey is going to look like, but how do you get started? I would start by getting up, do one squat, do one push-up, maybe one sit-up, take one step. That's the start. It's literally that simple in anything that you want to do, to just do one. Regardless of what it is, if there's 100 things that you need to do one. Because then what that's going to do is going to show up, oh, I do one push-up. And, once you get started, it's kind of like eating Lay's potato chips. You're not just going to do one. You're not going to eat just one. So you're going to do two. Then you might do three. You might do 4 and 5. Then you've started. See, that's the whole big example that all you got to do is start. You don't need to plan it out. You don't need to make this big grandiose scheme that you're going to be, we're not Roadrunner and Coyote here. We're living life. We're trying to get started. We're trying to make an impact. We're trying to change. But the only time change comes is through execution. You have to execute it. And if you don't start, how are you ever going to finish? And how are you ever going to take that journey? And, we're in a time right now where it's so easy to start regardless of what it is you're doing. You can literally do anything right now. Like, we're in this age, and the world as a whole, where the information is out there. It's endless, and people are giving away the information. The problem comes when you don't work for it, you don't work hard for it, you're not executing it. You're sitting down planning day after day after day, talking about it, thinking about, sitting at the bar with your buddies. Man, I was going to work out one time. I did a leg day. It was so tough. Oh, I need another drink of my beer. Yeah, working out, man. It is, real tough. Another drink of your beer. While you're sitting there at the bar, you could have already been started. Literally, you could have squatted at the bar. If you need me to work you out at the bar, I'll show up and we'll get it in. You don't need that much space. But getting back, starting is the number one thing you have to do before you can do anything. So, here are your tips how to get started. Number one, figure out exactly what it is, what you want to do. Get that end product, that end vision in your mind. Step two, start. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to fly to the moon, you have your end vision of you sitting on the moon. Well, first thing you need to do, you need to find out how to get there. I draw a spaceship on a piece of paper. Yeah, it might sound funny. You might be laughing right now. But 30 years from now, you might have built a spaceship sitting on the moon, and then you'll be laughing to yourself how easy it was, you know? So those are our 2 steps that we have to do. Something is better than nothing. Get started, step 1. If you need help on what you need to do to get started, just let me know. Post up, comment section, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, it doesn't matter where it is. Let me know, reach out, ask for it. I'm here. We can do it together. You gotta start. There's no excuse not to do exactly what you want to do, especially in this day and age. I'll see you soon. Let's go.